I believe.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. د مطبوعاتو محترم خویندو ورونو ډېر خوشحاله یم د افتخار ځای بولم چې زموږ د همسایه ورور هیواد ښاغلی صدر اعظم جلالت مآب نواز شریف صاحب افغانستان ته تشریف راوړی دی بې له شکه چې د دوی د انتخاباتو د ګټو سره او کله چې دوی د پاکستان د صدر اعظمۍ عهده ترلاسه کړه د دوی د همکاریو او د افغانستان سره د ښو روابطو سلسله پراخه شوه ما او ښاغلي صدر اعظم تر اوسه درې څلور مجلس سره درلودله په ټولو مجالسو کې خصوصا په اسلام آباد کې د دوی میلمه پالنه او بیا په لندن کې د انګلستان د حکومت د مهمان نوازۍ سره د افغانستان او پاکستان رابطه د سولې د تامینولو په حصه کې او د ګډو همکاریو په حصه کې وضاحت پیدا کړ او څه قدمونه واخیستل شول نو د جناب محترم صدر اعظم څخه مننه کوم چې د دوی د راتلو سره د افغانستان او د پاکستان د اړیکو په رابطه اوضاع تر پخوا بهتره شوې ده امید مو دا دی چې زموږ دواړو هیوادو ترمنځ رابطه هغه حد ته ورسیږي چې دواړه هیوادونه په کامله سوله کې ژوند وکړي په بهترین روابط کې ژوند وکړي په بهترین اقتصادي ماحول کې ژوند وکړي او دا هلته ممکنه کېدای شي چې افغانستان او پاکستان دواړه د افراطیت او تروریزم څخه خلاص وي تروریزم او افراطیت ورک وي هم د پاکستان خلک په امنیت کې ژوند وکړي هم د افغانستان خلک په امنیت کې ژوند وکړي ښاغلي صدر اعظم دا نیت ښودلی دی او په همدې منظور د افغانستان د سولې د عالي شورا رئیس ښاغلی صلاح الدین رباني پاکستان ته څو مده دمخه دعوت کړ او هلته د هغوی څه ملاقاتونه وشوله نن مو په دې ټولو مسایلو کې چې د دواړو هیوادو ترمنځ دي په تفصیل خبرې وکړې هم زما او د ښاغلي صدر اعظم په خصوصي ملاقات کې او هم بیا د هیئتونو په ملاقات کې دا مسایل مطرح شوله چې د سولې پروسه څنګه مخته کړو عملي اقدامات څنګه وکړو د امریکایانو نقش د سولې پروسه کې او د هغوی سره په ګډه همکاري کې یعنې امریکا پاکستان او افغانستان څنګه همکاري سره وکړي د جانبه همکاري څنګه سره وکړو او په اقتصادي مسایلو کې بحث وشو دواړو خواو په واضح ټکو بیان کړ چې تروریزم او افراطیت دواړو ته خطر دی او پر هغه ځالګیو باندې په هغه پناهګاهو باندې چې په دې سیمه کې جوړې شوي دي بحث وشو او د هغوی د ورکولو په حصه کې بحث وشو نو هیله مو دا ده چې دواړه هیوادونه په دې هڅه کې د تروریزم په خلاف کامیاب شي او د ځالګیو د ختمولو په حصه کې کامیاب شي او دواړه هیوادونه په ښه همکاري کې بې له شکه چې دا ترسره کولی شي هلته چې د امریکې او نورو ونډه ده هغه به موږ د امریکې څخه دواړه غواړو او خبره به ورسره کوو ښاغلي صدر اعظم د افغانستان لپاره د نیکو هیلو اظهار وکړي زه مطمئن یم چې دوی په وینا کې به د دې نیکو هیلو اظهار دوباره کیږي نو زه به خپله وینا لنډه کړم او ښاغلي صدر اعظم صاحب د پاکستان به خبرې وسپارم تر څو دوی خپله وینا ادا کړي او بیا هم د دوی څخه د دوی د ښه نیت او د کوښښونو مننه کوم امیدواره یم چې دا کوښښونه نتیجې ته ورسیږي او دواړه وطنونه آباد او آرام ژوند وکړي مننه
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It is a pleasure to visit Kabul again. I am grateful to my dear brother President Hamid Karzai for his gracious invitation. We deeply appreciate his warm and general hospitality that is so characteristic of Afghan traditions. I bring with me the most cordial greetings of the people of Pakistan for their Afghan brothers and sisters. As we know, geography alone does not bind us. Our fraternal ties spring from common bonds of faith, kinship, culture, and history. These commonalities are reinforced by our joint resolve to build a better and a more hopeful future for our two countries and the region. I wish to make it absolutely clear, Pakistan desires a friendly and good neighborly relationship with Afghanistan, based on the principles of mutual trust, mutual respect for sovereignty, and territorial integrity. A peaceful, stable, and united Afghanistan is in Pakistan's vital interest. It is in this perspective that I have placed the highest priority on constructive engagement with Afghanistan from the outset. Not from the time that I took office, from the time when I was in the opposition, as the leader of the opposition in Pakistan. And I must acknowledge Mr. President's kindness when he used to give me the opportunity of meeting with him during his visits to Pakistan. This is from those days. Our vision of a peaceful and prosperous neighborhood can only be realized by having peace and stability in Afghanistan and by forging cooperative ties between Afghanistan and Pakistan. It is gratifying that we are making consistent progress on these counts. President Karzai's visit to Pakistan last August made a significant contribution to this process. I am confident that my visit to Afghanistan would help carry forward the positive momentum. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we stand at the threshold of a consequential year in Afghanistan's history. In 2014, the Afghan people would take major steps towards becoming the masters of their own destiny. We welcome this milestone and wish our Afghan brothers well. Everyone recognizes that the opportunities presented by 2014 would be accompanied by formidable challenges as well. It is therefore in everyone's interest to ensure that the security and political transitions in Afghanistan are completed as peacefully as possible. In our view, the key to sustainable peace in Afghanistan 2014 and beyond is an inclusive political settlement. That is why Pakistan has steadfastly supported an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned peace and reconciliation process. I take this opportunity to once again urge all the stakeholders to seize this moment and join hands to support the peace efforts. It is imperative to reverse the destructive cycle of conflict. This is a time to take decisive steps for moving forward and dialogue process and bringing it to a successful conclusion. I have assured my brother, President Karzai, that Pakistan would continue to extend all possible facilitation for the Afghan peace process. We hope that others in the region would also work to reinforce efforts for the stabilization of Afghanistan. The international community must also stay engaged to help Afghanistan's reconstruction and economic development. Bilaterally, I have always placed a central emphasis on building a strong trade and economic partnership. Today, we reviewed the progress being made in advancing that goal and in developing a comprehensive, multidimensional relationship that serves the long-term interest of our two peoples. Rather than going into the details, I will just leave them and come to the final page. In the regional context, trade, energy, and connectivity are the essential components of our economic cooperation agenda. We both agree that there are huge opportunities for promoting closer commercial energy infrastructure and communication links. And we have committed ourselves to accelerating the realization of trans-regional projects, including CASA 1000 and TAPI gas pipeline. I conclude by stressing that everyone, especially Pakistan, has a vital stake in Afghanistan's success in its journey to peace and development. I reassure you that Pakistan will stand by you, Your Excellency, and support the Afghan people at every step of this way. I also reaffirm my commitment to continue to work with President Karzai in advancing our shared objectives of peace, progress, and prosperity in the region and beyond. Thank you all, and thank you, Your Excellency.
Welcome, Mr. Prime Minister. Handshake, Mr. Prime Minister.
With pleasure.
سوال من متوجه جلالت مآب صدر اعظم پاکستان است و همچنان سوال من متوجه رئیس جمهوری افغانستان است. یک نسخه بسیار بزرگ حضرت علامه اقبال لاهوری به کشورهای منطقه داده بود که می گفت آسیا یک پیکر آب و گل است، ملت افغان در آن پیکر دل است، ز فساد و فساد آسیا، ز گشاد و گشاد آسیا. آیا رهبرای منطقه در این شرایط حاضر به این هم رسیدن، به این نسخه بزرگ علامه اقبال لاهوری که باز دست به یک همگرایی بزنن تا قلب آسیا که افغانستان است از این بیشتر خراب نشه و افغانستان اندامهایش بیشتر شود که به منافع تمام کشورهای منطقه است. شما در این رابطه توضیح بدین که آیا زمانی فرا رسیده یا خیر؟
Should I translate it to you, Mr. Prime Minister?
I have listened to the translation, but I think half of his question was over by that time.
Yes. The question was, the question began with the recitation of Allama Iqbal Lahori's poem, where he says Asia is a body of clay and soil in which Afghanistan is the heart, and if Afghanistan goes wrong, Asia will go wrong. If Afghanistan does well, Asia will do well. Now he asked whether we both believe in this.
Very strongly.
Very strong.
Very strongly. Not only that we believe in this, very strongly we believe that we will put this into practice, inshallah.
Thank you, Prime Minister. This is Asaduddin from Radio Azadi. Welcome to Afghanistan. I have two short questions. You know the Afghanistan Consultative Loya Jirga approved the BSAR bilateral security agreement with United States. United States want to have 9 military bases in Afghanistan. Are you agree with the being of 9 military bases in Afghanistan? And my second question is about Mullah Biradar. You released Mullah Biradar from the jail to assist Afghan peace process. But now we have report that Mullah Biradar is not completely released. What's your comment on that? Thank you.
Well, your first question, of course, to answer that, I would say that Afghanistan is a sovereign country, and it is for Afghanistan and of course the President of Afghanistan, his government, which has to take a decision on this particular subject. And we have stood by Afghanistan. We will continue to stand by Afghanistan. And we have no favorites in Afghanistan. Our favorite, of course, is the people of Afghanistan. And our favorite is Afghanistan, with which we had brotherly ties since centuries. And I respect, of course, the decision of the people of Afghanistan, of course, of which Mr. Karzai is the president. So coming to the second second question, I would say that Mullah Brother has been released. We have discussed this matter at length today, and we jointly have agreed on a mechanism, and we will see that it is properly implemented. And anybody who is sent by the President to Pakistan to talk to Mullah Brother, we will carry out the instructions given to us by the President, and will make sure that such meetings would take place. Thank you.
Tashakur. Manana. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.